Okay, so the manipulative pranks, well, this one in particular started when I was explaining what I went through. And when I explain what I went through to my abusers, they get scared because they know I know the truth. Right? That's the way abuse works. So I would be explaining what I went through, and then my brother Mike would come up and threaten me. One time he ripped a cigarette out of my mouth and threw it off the deck and threatened to rip me out of the chair. Another time he wanted to fight me, and I just smiled at him. And, he stood down, so. And after that, they started because they were scared they wanted to act fast and manipulate. So it made it seem like, there was a detective or law enforcement or somebody in the driveway. I'm gonna take him out, cuffs, and he started screaming, and it scared the shit out of me to hear a guilty person scream. Just like when I was in court and somebody passed out because they couldn't handle the charges they were receiving. That scared the shit out of me, and I almost started crying. So, so that happened like 3 or 4 different times throughout the course of a weekend. Actually 3 or 4 times a day throughout the course of a weekend. I would go back to give him space to see if he was going to get put in cuffs, to give him space, so he can go out, and I don't have to see that. I don't like watching that stuff. My brother Matt got put in cuffs in front of me one time, and I had to look away. I don't like seeing stuff. So, I came back, and he was still there, and I wanted him gone. I was so scared of him. Every time I came back, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of angry. So started telling the truth again, and he would start all over again, and then the whole process would start over 3 or 4 times a day for 2 days. After the 3rd day, actually no, after the 2nd day, the end of the 2nd day, I was getting a pizza from Pasco. I was just so heated at that point. I was just so broken and stuff, and I ended up yelling at a couple of cars for peeing out in front of me because I don't agree with that stuff. And I got taken away in the ambulance. Spent 22 days in the hospital for undergoing manipulation, and this kind of sucks, man. In order to pull these manipulative pranks, you need to know the person, and you need to know the situation. So, because everybody finds different things scary, and everybody, gets scared to different things. So whatever that person is scared of, they try to pull it based off of that. So, and then when I got back from the hospital, I started making the videos, trying to, get people to see what I was going through. The manipulative pranks stopped. I was able to get them to stop the manipulative pranks. I tried to humble them because what they were doing was completely immature. You don't pull that on somebody. That's just completely wrong. And Yep, and then I went to my court date for the trespass, which the same thing happened at my parents' house, just in a different way. I've already done a skit on that. And, yeah, lo and behold, they ended up dropping the trespass. And, that pretty much sums up the last 2 months, if you will, the last 3-4 months, actually. Tried to tell my side of the story by responding to what they were saying, the neighbors, when I was living at that house, and neighbors around the neighborhood and in my brother's house, because he has 2 floors that he rents upstairs, and I was living in the side of the house that he lives on, so aside from the house that he lives on, so just one big mess of people making me look crazy, and it sucked. So that's pretty much one of the manipulation, or a couple of the manipulation pranks, explained here. And I'm happy I'm safe now. I'm happy that I don't feel like I'm going to be attacked. I'm happy that I'm not being threatened on a daily basis, and I'm happy I'm not trying to humble anybody, because it's just not worth it anymore. It's not worth my time. So I just entered the park, and I'm just gonna chill here. So love you guys. Take care.